everybody. I'm Chris Collins, Coach Collins, and I just want to say hello and welcome. This is going to be our first teaching session here. I'd like to introduce to you my partner, Coach Collins. Go ahead.
I am Coach Tenisha Collins, and I'm excited to be with you all today.
Yes, Coach Collins handles all of our strong marriage, as well as digital content for strong marriage, and all things related to editing, copywriting, and well, go ahead and give them a background of what you do.
I am a published author, and I use my author services and editing services. I'm also the CEO of Collins Inc. Professional Proofreading Services. So I bring all that into my relationship and marriage coaching, and bring it alongside Coach Chris here to give you all a perfect picture.
All right. And so what I do is I do leadership coaching as well as digital content creation, as well as teach people how to improve themselves as far as getting another job, creating their own business through things that they've known and know how to do in the past or something that they're doing currently. I am a former director of the emergency department. I've been a former, of course, charge nurse, former nurse, over 2 decades worth of experience. I also been a former coach with over 20 years of experience coaching, and that goes everywhere from elementary school, the little peewees, all the way up to college. So strength and conditioning coach, defensive coordinator, defensive line coach. So coaching is in my blood. It's what I've always done. It's what I always will do. So taking that coaching from elementary, middle school, high school into nursing is just something that was just natural. So coaching nurses, coaching professionals to become better and who they are is one of the things that has really been dear to my heart. Another thing that I really enjoy doing is helping nurses become more of who they are. A lot of times as a nurse, we would always have a second, third, even a fourth job and do 60, 70 hours a week just nursing because it's what we know. But the other thing that we know that we never did capitalize on is our knowledge. A lot of times the things that people want to know from us, they'll just call us up and ask us. But what if you could turn that into a profession where you can start coaching, you can start telling people what to do and get paid for it? So now people aren't just calling up or just using your knowledge and not paying for it, but now they're paying for it, or people seeking you out in order to get other types of benefits that you'll be able to actually claim. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a little coaching program for you just online so that you understand what's going on and what you can do with your career so you can expand upon that so that now you can make a little bit of extra money and eventually retire. Not retire from nursing, but retire from just all work in general and just do what you want to do and become who you've been called to be. I think it's in Jeremiah 1 that says, when I formed you, I knew you. And every form, every hair on your head, I knew everything about you. I knew what you were going to be. I knew what you were called to be. But a lot of times going through life, we forget who we are and who we were called to be and who we can be. So my job is to tell you who you are, what you are, and what you can be. So go along with me. And today we're going to talk about 2 things. I'm going to show you how to do a digital product, because that's one of the ways that you'll be able to actually sustain yourself, create an income. And like one of the things that we'll do today, I'll do a digital product. I'll create a journal and then show you how to do that. Follow along with me. And while I'm showing you how to do a journal, I'll talk you through it. Tanisha will walk you through how to legally start your coaching business. We have different products that we do offer that are different PLR packages that you can get and have your own coaching product. And then that way it's a skeleton that has everything in it. It's not one of these $7, $29. This is a real packet. When I bought my first PLR product, I was very disappointed in what I received. So what I did was I packaged a bunch of different PLR products that they were selling for $300, $400, $500, put all those together. So that now you get a $1,600, $1,700 product and you're only paying $300, $400. It's something that makes it a lot easier for you to go forward and just do turnkey and just start going by yourself and just start working and start using your knowledge that you have. But besides just doing that, We'll talk through the basics. We'll talk about how to start a blog, in which you'll be able to do affiliate marketing. You'll be able to sell your products. We'll tell you how to create a funnel. That way you'll be able to sell your products. We'll tell you how to create your coaching business, and as well as keep your marriage strong. Because a lot of times nurses, because you know how it is, and I've been there, nurses have a tendency to lose their marriages either while they're in school or while they're working. As your marriage grows apart, we'll talk about that. But this is a whole holistic type of teaching that we're going to go through. We're not going to talk about one little niche. We're going to talk about every part of you, mentally, physically, spiritually. And we're going to make sure that you're on track to become who you've been called to be. All right. So let's go ahead and let's switch over here, and we're going to start doing a product. And as I talk, you will learn. Let me hit
All right, so we're gonna share our screen. You want to hit share and pick your screen there.
Got it? And boom. All right, here we go. All right. So Tenisha, you go ahead and do that part. So what we're going to do here is we're going to create a journal. Let's see. So when you go to Canva, open up journal, choose which type of journal you want to do. Let's go ahead and create a journal. We're going to use this one here. You can use any one of the journals. I use Canva Pro because a lot of stuff I like to do. I like to create things, and I use a little bit more than what the free version, but you can also use the free version, totally fine. So we're going to choose that one. We're going to say customize template. For the journal, let's see, let's use the small one, customize template. Here we go. And then let's start. We're going to delete this part here. Delete your part here.
What I like about Canva, it is so easy, very user-friendly, and whatever you want to do, you can basically do it. Change colors, change designs, add things to it. It's very simple.
Yeah.
The menu is on the left side there, as you can see, and you can use their pre-made designs, or you can select elements and add things to it.
So what we're going to do here, since we have the base of what our journal is going to look like, we're going to come over here and we're going to go to elements. All right. And we're doing the cover right now. We're going to go elements. We're going to go here and let's go with be something Black woman. Since that's you.
It's me.
All right, so let's go there, and then we're going to do graphics. So here's our different graphics we can use. Let's use this one here. Boom, there. Moved it over. Then all you have to do is move it down just a little bit. Let's move her here. There we go. And then let's go ahead and create something over top of here. Let's go with something like, let's use a rose. No, let's use stars. I like stars. Stars, and let's say blue stars.
Because we love blue.
Go mob. Yes, we do. And we're going to go graphics with that. Let's see. What one we like? Let's go with, I like this one.
That's pretty.
The one that goes here. We'll grab the star, move it up here like that. I'm gonna get rid of that one part. There we go, just like that. Let's get a overlay sheet, which means this one here. There we go. And we'll go ahead, move it like this, make it a little bit bigger. Like that. Move this part up. That, and move this part over, like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put it behind her. So we're going to here, right click, it'll say layer. Come to your layer, send to the back. I'm going to go a little bit further back. So let's go layer again and send to back. There we go. It keeps her open just like that. And then let's name this. Let's call it being you. So we'll go to text. Let's go to heading. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna delete that. I see this one here. I like that.
Yeah.
Let's take this.
Lots of different fonts.
Let's go here. Let's call this Bing. And then go to the next one. Me. There we go. And then I do want that rose again. Thinking about that, and I'm going to put the rose here.
So whatever you can think of, you can create. Very simple. Oh, those are beautiful.
Let's go with that one. Let's move this here. Let's make her that a little bit smaller. Let's see. Let's do it basically. Get transparency, move it back just a little bit like that. And boom. We have our cover for our journal, just like that. Now what we want to do is add a page here. And there's two ways you can do with adding pages. You can go and add pages by putting a separate one up and then making a copy of it and moving it over. Or you, like I said, add a page, come over here to design. We're going to look up
Journal pages.
journal pages. Right, and you have different ones you can do. Let's do a, you know what I always want? I always like to have a vision. Template, vision journal. Boom. So now we got a dream journal. And here we go. I want to use this one. So now that gives me a page here. And you can see exactly what it has. It says, what do you want to achieve today? And it also says appointments and challenges, today's mood. Gotta have that. All right, so that's one. Let's do a second page here, something we want. We want a calendar. A calendar would be good to have, right? So let's add a page. Boom, let's go here, back to design. Let's go.
You type just calendar page.
Yeah, I want to make sure it doesn't just give me a calendar page. I want a whole year calendar. So I want to do a full year. But when you look here, it says 1 to 2, and that has everything on it here. This is 12 months. I do like a 12-month calendar better because I'm able to write things down. So let's go to 12-month calendar right here. Boom. And I'm going to apply all 12 pages.
Wonderful.
Make sure it does not overdo. Oh, replace all. We don't want to do that one. So we're going to do here, we're going to add all our pages. 10, 12. All right. And then let's add this one there, 12. Let's make sure that doesn't go. If not, we'll just replace that. Make sure it did not replace everything. Let's go all the way back up. Make sure we still have our first page. And like I said, with Canva, it's very simple. If you do something wrong, just go back, move it like that, and there it'll pop it right back out. So now we have that. Let's go ahead and put our page here, and we'll do it one by one. Monthly planner. There we go. Yeah, let's go ahead, make a copy of this. And when you make a copy, right here, right click.
Or you can simply touch each page and
Duplicate, 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 and take it all the way down. The other one for duplicate is Control D. Control D. So now you have all those there. Go over here to your grid view. Open up your grid view. You see everything you need there. What we do want is this one here with our vision. We want to make sure we have enough of those there. So let's go here. Let's duplicate that page. Control D. And now we have that. And then the next thing I want to do is I want to add another page to it. So let's go back out of the grid view, close that view. I want to add one more thing to this to make it perfect. Here, let's go to the very front page here. Let's add a page, move it up. And I want something that's going to be like really exciting that I can have. So I'm going to put daily affirmation. So I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna use my gratitude journal and I'll add that one there. So now I have a gratitude journal along with it. And like I said, how do I go ahead and make more pages? Very simple. I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna click it, I'm gonna hit Control D. Going to, whoa, what happened to it? Went the wrong way. Control D, Control D.
Nice.
And why did I do so many? Because now I can hit Control, click on each one of these like this. All right. And then I hit Control D again, and I just copied all those pages over again. Now I'm going to hit this 10 times. Now my journal is now 120 pages.
Wow.
Let's make it 128 pages. So now I have a complete journal with my calendar, with my gratitude journal, which is daily, as well as my vision journal.
Mm-hmm.
Then I come up here, I'm gonna take this one, I'm gonna copy this one again. So I have a back cover, Control D. I'm gonna go back out here, I'm gonna close this part here. I'm gonna get rid of that part. I'm gonna go back over to text. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use my heading. Heading goes there. I'm gonna grab it. There. And then we're gonna make this right at 100. There, change the color. We'll make it, let's go with blue. And we're gonna do the effect with it and make it here, here, and let's put this on the outside of it. There we go. There we go. And that's going to be our back part there. And you wonder, how do you move it if it's like that? Go back to your grid again, grab her, and move her down.
Nice.
That goes
So
all the way
easy.
to the back.
So if you want to arrange your pages a different way, this is how you would do
This
it.
is exactly how you would do it. So now we take it all the way back down here. Take it over to the edge. Make sure you put it right there where that line, that purple line comes up. Click it there. And now you have a full journal with everything there with a back and a front. Just like that. So what do you do now? So now that you have all of your journal finished and everything is complete, we're going to go over here to where it says share. Click it here. And it's going to say, what do you want to do? I said, I want to print with Canva. So I go to print. And I say, oh, which one do I want? I want to do it just like this one. And it goes together. And that's what my journal is going to look like. So I have two options here. You can take this product, print it yourself and have it done yourself. Or, hear me out here, go to Amazon KDP, upload it to Amazon. It won't have the spiral link, but you'll be able to upload it there for free and sell this journal for what price you want. Usually journals like this will go between $15 to $20, depending on how many pages it is. It's going to cost you about $2 to print it through Amazon KDP. They're going to charge you a fee. So each book, you're probably going to clear about $10 to $15 on each one of these books that you just paid nothing for. So now think, you can sell 100 of these at $10 a piece that you clear. You made yourself an easy $1,000.
Yep.
That's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
All right, so
Not
that's
bad at
my
all.
first coaching session that I've done for you. This is how you do it. If you print through Canva and do these through Canva and have them do it, each one of these books is going to cost you about $20. So then you have to scale and decide how much you want to do, go ahead and pay and everything for it. This says $23.45. As a gift, yes, I would do this, but to make money, I would use KDP or one of the other sites, because that way it's a print on demand and it'll actually come to the people. All right. So let's turn this over to Tenisha, and we're going to talk about coaching and what you need in order to start your coaching job or your coaching program. So to become a coach, there's certain things that you have to do legally before you can start. Like I said, we'll put together a program that you'll see online that'll teach you how to go through a coaching program. We'll run a coaching program that you can see exactly the questions that we're asking you. But to begin this first, let's go ahead. How do you legally start your coaching business?
Well, now that Coach Chris has shown you how you can make money, I am an accountant as well. And so
close the screen.
I also know, just say stop sharing. So it's very important that you have records.
Stop sharing the screen.
Okay. So it's very important that you have records to indicate, what income you have brought in, and there we go. What income you brought in, and you have to report any profit to the IRS.
Please do not forget that. A lot of times as business owners, we seem to forget that you have to pay taxes.
You have to pay taxes.
Take those out quarterly, have to pay taxes. We did run into this before with another business that we had a long time ago, and taxes were not done correctly, and we owed the IRS a lot.
Yes.
A lot.
It's very important that you do this. So
learn from our mistakes of what you need to do.
Yes. When you are first starting out your coaching business, the first thing you want to do is to do some research on what type of entity you would like to have. For myself personally, I am what we call a solopreneur, which means I am the company, I am the business.
For me, I'm an LLC, which means I have a lot of subcontractors that I use, as well as 3 people that I actually hire in. But you also can do a C Corp or an S Corp. You shouldn't do S Corp, but a C Corp or LLC is the best thing to do when you're first starting off. If you're going to do something that's you plan on expanding or scale.
Or if you're going to have some employees, because you can't be a solopreneur if you have employees. So, first, you're going to kind of look at those things, and you can do a Google search. There, of course, are entities like LegalZoom that help you prepare all the documents and everything you need in case you don't have the time to do that.
They'll bind it up. They'll send you the binder for your corporation or your LLC that you'll keep with you all the time, because it has all your records in it. And when you go to set up a bank account, you'll need those records.
Yes. So that's the next thing. You want to obtain an EIN. So that's your kind of like a social security number for your business.
This is what you'll use to get your business credit. This is what you're going to use for your credit cards. When you decide where your LLC is going to be, or your EIN home address, your your business should not have the same address as your home residence. When you start applying for credit, it needs to be separate. So you need to go out and get yourself a virtual office, not a PO box. You have to have a virtual office if you're going to start doing business credit, because they will run your credit report from your EIN. And if it matches your home address, then it's going to start causing a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Places you can go for your EIN, your business address setup. I like Vegas or Nevada. That's where I go. You also can use Delaware, Wyoming, or Texas. A lot of people like those because they're, of course, tax-free.
Yes.
State tax, that is. Nevada is also. There's a lot of advantages with that. Living in California, it's one of the things that's a better advantage to license yourself out of state than in state, especially on digital products.
So first you want to go to the IRS website to obtain your EIN if you are doing this on your own. If you are hiring a company like LegalZoom, they will do all of this for you.
Right.
But
Remember, it's irs.gov, not irs.com.
yes,
Make sure you look at that.
irs.gov.
Yes,
an
and they
official
do
site.
not charge you anything for it.
Right. It is free to get an EIN.
And they should give it to you that day.
You can get it right online, right at the moment. It only takes maybe 10 minutes of your time. So it's very simple, straightforward. So you decide on what type of entity you want, whether it's an solopreneur or LLC or corporation. You obtain that EIN number from the irs.gov, and then you want to go and open a business account. And here is where I want to stress, as an accountant who serves many clients at the firm that I practice at, there are always times where I'm telling clients not to commingle money.
Do not commingle.
Do not commingle your money.
What does commingle mean?
That means I'm taking my personal money and I'm mixing it with my business money.
Why do you not do that?
It's very messy and it's difficult to defend yourself when it comes to an audit. And let me be clear, there will be an audit.
There will be an audit.
There will be an audit. The chances are you, a small business, being audited over, say, Chevron or the grocery store chain or whatever else, is 50% higher. Yes, 50% higher are your chances for being audited in comparison to a large corporation.
Mm-hmm.
The large corporations are the ones receiving the tax benefits and credits and deductions and waiving of penalties. But small businesses are not obtaining those types of tax shelters and advantages at the moment.
Correct.
So it is very important, especially if you are like me, a solopreneur, or you are a one-person LLC, or even if you have a couple partners in your LLC, it's very important that you have your business money separate from your personal money. If you did not learn or hear anything else we said today, you want to make sure that your business and your personal are separate.
At all times.
At
Do
all
not
times.
loan yourself money. Do not add money from one account to another account unless you have it tracked and it's written down exactly what you're going to do.
That is a no. I'm going to tell you it's no. You want to keep it as clean as possible.
She said no.
No, as clean as possible. I even suggest that if your personal banking is, say, with Bank of America, do not get a business account with Bank of America.
I went Capital One myself.
It's too easy for you to say, well, let me just wire somebody over here. No, what you want to do is go to a totally separate bank. Or if you have great discipline, you can stay with the same bank, but make sure they are not linked.
Mm-hmm.
Your business account should not be linked with your personal account.
Would you like to give an example of what happened when you don't do that?
When you don't do that and you have an audit, then it's more difficult for you to prove that this is actually a business expense. When you keep everything for business in your business expense, then it is commonplace. It is automatically assumed. There are certain assumptions that the IRS makes for each tax return, that those assumptions are that those things in there are business. Now, if your business account is flooded with McDonald's and Taco Bell and all that, it's not going to look business-like.
No.
So please save that business card for real business expenses. For example, if you are a coach like we are, your trips to Staples, that is going to look valid because as a coach, we have an office. We're going to have paper supplies. We're going to have stationery. We're going to have different type of merchant fees if we're taking credit cards. We're going to have small equipment like say you get Square and a printer or things like that. That is going to look legit because you need those things for your business. If you can verify that you need a specific item for your business, then it will stand the test. But don't try to get outlandish. Oh, I bought the brand new iPhone 15 Pro
I want
for my
to
business. Why? That's not a requirement for your business. That is what you wanted. Now, say you are in the film industry and you are making films. Yes, your purchase for that brand new iPhone 15 Max is going to work because we all know that those phones are used for making movies and videos.
content creator.
A content creator, yes, that would work because you want the top quality in for your business. If you need software to make sure that your videos are 720 and 1080, then having those software subscriptions is valid. So you just have to know what is going to be valid in your industry. If you need that particular thing for your business, then use that business card to put it on your business account, and then you would have no issues.
So that goes into your software services that you make sure you have to have,
Yes.
whether it's Quicken or QuickBooks. You have to have some type of tax software as well as somebody to do your taxes.
Right. So let me stress that. That is also next on our list. You want to have software. And let me tell you why software is important. As an accountant, dealing with individuals who have small businesses, there are clients that do not have QuickBooks, and there are clients who have QuickBooks. The clients who have QuickBooks pay me less money. Why? Because QuickBooks does all the work for you. If you subscribe to QuickBooks and you have your bank statements automatically downloaded, it's less work for your bookkeeper or your accountant or your CPA to enter those bank transactions and or credit card transactions into QuickBooks.
Yes.
Once all those transactions are into QuickBooks, QuickBooks will automatically give you financial statements. So look at there, you've already saved additional money, because when you go to a bank, when you go and try to get a loan, any type of thing that you're going to need something for, they're going to ask for financial statements.
Yes.
You've saved money because now you don't have to come to the CPA to prepare them for you. They are already there. So definitely take the time to set up QuickBooks. And if you need help, we're here for you.
Just send us a message.
Just send us a message to help you get set up on QuickBooks. Also, if you say you want to do it yourself, QuickBooks even has a live feature where you can basically do what we're doing here, a link live, so that you can talk to a QuickBooks specialist that will help you do that.
Yes.
So get your QuickBooks so that all your financial information is in one space. It also will help you do invoices. You can do payroll from QuickBooks. This is not a QuickBooks supported or promoted session,
but it's one of the better to use.
It is so easy to use. Yes. It's user friendly, and it's going to just do wonders for your business. So you're going to decide which entity you would like. You're going to obtain an EIN. You're going to go and get you a business bank account, and you're going to set up QuickBooks so that you can have all your financials in place.
Right.
After that, you're going to utilize your coaching contacts. What are we talking about when we say coaching contacts?
Coaching contacts and contracts.
And contracts.
Contracts. You have to make sure when you're doing your coaching services, you actually have a contract in place that covers everything that you are going to do for the person.
Yes.
And whether or not you're going to give them any type of refund if they're not happy with it.
Right.
I myself would say, give them an out if they're not happy with your services, that you would refund some of, or if not all of their money, or if something happens, that there is something in there that you will be able to either hold, give them credit for something that you were not able to complete or they were not able to complete. But do have it all written out in your contract. We will have contracts that are available, but of course, have yourself an attorney to go over and look over some contracts, but they're all basic general contracts. Just have everything written out in it that you want to have in your services. So
that everyone is clear on what the coach is going to do and what the client is going to do.
Yes.
And then those contracts need to be signed by both of you, and your customer needs to have a copy.
And the biggest thing is, of course, how much you're charging needs to be
Yes.
listed in that contract.
Mhm.
And then how you're going to receive payment. Is
Right.
it going to be all up front? Is it going to be monthly?
Mhm.
Are they going to do it quarterly?
Mhm.
Are you doing a subscription service?
Right.
It has to be listed in there. The amount has to be listed in there.
Mhm.
And what happens if they do not pay or you do not complete your service?
Right. So that's the contracts.
Your general liability
General
insurance.
liability insurance. This is important to protect you because this is a business and you don't want anything to come back on you personally.
Right.
So you do want to obtain some general insurance to provide that additional protection.
It's the same thing as when we had our agency, a nursing agency, where we had our general liability, and you don't have to do the major amount, but just a minor, just to make sure you're covered. Even though your business is the one, since you have an LLC, if you have a sole proprietor, you're the one that's exposed.
Right.
And that insurance is what covers you in case something happens or the person's not happy, or if they do something and they feel that you're the one who's responsible.
So those are your very, very basics. Those things need to be set up and those things need to be complete so that everyone knows what the responsibilities are.
Yes. The next thing that you could do if you want to, with me, I have enough experience, 20 years plus 20, to do a lot of coaching and do a lot of teaching. But if you do not, and you're newly started, you're a younger person, and you don't have as much experience behind you, then I would suggest that you may want to go ahead and get a certification, some type of coaching certification that is accredited. Accredited is very, very, very important, especially if you're younger in the field of coaching. Go out, get yourself, look, I think one of the ones that is that I like is Cornell. Cornell has a good coaching service that they offer, and you don't have to pay $20,000, $30,000. I think Cornell's is about $8,000, but $1,200, $1,400, that is what a coaching program certification generally is going to be.
Or, hear me out, I am an affiliate for a company and they certify coaches. They specialize in certified coaches. So if you are just starting out, you want something to give you some backing, give you a little bit of training, some mentorship, then I will have a link in the comments there so that you can look at a company and see what they offer you so that you can get started. Yeah.
But more than anything, just make sure you start. Procrastination is one of the things that will hold you up. You may want to do all this back work and do all this studying. I got to do this. I have to do that. I have to read. I have to. Biggest thing is to start.
What do I always say?
Go pick that up.
Done is better than perfect.
There you go. See, I'm a
100%.
She is
done
80.
is better than perfect.
She's an 80-20, which means if you have 80% done, the 20 will come.
The 20 will come.
The 20 will come.
You have to start. You won't start at 100. No one starts at 100.
No.
So done is better than perfect.
Yeah.
Let's start with the basics and then let's improve from there.
And the first time you do something is not going to be perfect. The first coaching job that you do is not going to be perfect. The first design you do, your product is not going to be perfect. The first book you write is not going to be perfect. The first blog you do is not going to be perfect. But remember this, you are perfect. So when you keep going and you keep doing things, it will improve just like you do, and you will. Today's person is not tomorrow's person, is not next year's person, but you first have to start. And of course, with that, like you say in Strong Marriage,
you really can have the marriage of your dreams. You just have to build it.
And I'll say the same thing with your job or your business. You can't have the business you want. You just have to build it. Yes. Now go take on the day. Thank you. And I'll see you later. Subscribe, follow, share, and we'll be back every single week at 12 o'clock to go over more things, and look out for a mini coaching session so you know how to do it yourself. Peace.